Fonzie, you heard Jim?
Huh?
He cut the lights off. What's up? What happened? Yeah, I'm good. No, it's mine. It's my problem. Alright? You got something to talk about. You heard Jim?
Huh?
He cut the lights off. What's up? What happened? Yeah, I'm good. No, it's mine. My problem. Alright? You got something to talk about.
Trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want like 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's like insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say it in a short way, at least 80,000, if not 180,000.
He was man, like on the side, like on the side, just he was not a rapper at all.
Right.
So when Ballin' took place, and I'm looking and I'm going, oh, he having a moment. That's the Lloyd Banks. It's Lloyd Banks thing. He wanted that. He was watching them be that, like Mace be that, and Cam be that, and looked at, and it was finally he had one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked, and I knew I just took the shot, Murder, to see, because I wasn't sure he was gonna go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. You gotta watch to see how he responds. And then you see, he like, oh shit, he really like that. Give me this, give me Jimmy. Yeah, tell him we want you at the show, Jimmy. Yeah, but that was one of those things I just threw it out.
When hip-hop feuds flare up, the internet wastes no time choosing sides. And this time, the spotlight is on Jim Jones and 50 Cent. After footage surfaced allegedly showing Jones being escorted out of a podcast studio, 50 Cent wasted no time sharing the clip and adding his signature trolling commentary. Within hours, social media was in a frenzy, debating whether it was a real eviction or just another moment blown out of proportion. But Jim Jones wasn't about to stay silent. Instead of backing down, he fired back with his own response. And now the drama has escalated into yet another headline-making chapter in their ongoing tension. The tension between Jim Jones and 50 Cent has never exactly been subtle. Both artists have built careers not only on music, but on commanding attention, whether through chart-topping records, business moves, or public call-outs. So when footage began circulating online that allegedly showed Jim Jones being escorted out of a podcast studio, it didn't take long for 50 Cent to seize the moment. The clip quickly made its way across social media platforms, In the short video, Jones appears to be in a tense exchange inside what many believe is a podcast recording space. Voices are raised. Staff members seem visibly uncomfortable. Then comes the moment that sparked debate, Jones appearing to leave the studio under pressure. While some viewers claimed it was a simple misunderstanding or staged drama, others interpreted it as a full-on eviction. Enter 50 Cent. Known for his relentless trolling and sharp social media commentary, 50 didn't hesitate to repost the footage. Adding his trademark sarcasm, he captioned the clip with commentary that implied Jones had been put out of the building. Within minutes, blogs picked it up. Within hours, timelines were flooded. The narrative had already begun to solidify. Jim Jones got kicked out. But hip-hop culture thrives on perception just as much as reality. And perception, once it spreads, can be difficult to control. For Jim Jones, a veteran of the game and a founding member of Dipset, reputation matters. Over the years, he's transitioned from being labeled an underdog to building himself into a respected figure in rap and entrepreneurship. He's navigated label politics, industry shifts, and public disputes before. So this wasn't unfamiliar territory, but it was a viral moment that demanded a response. Initially, Jones remained quiet. That silence only fueled speculation. Comment sections filled with jokes. Memes started popping up comparing the situation to past rap feuds. Fans of 50 Cent praised his comedic timing, while supporters of Jones argued that the clip lacked context. Then Jones broke his silence. Rather than issuing a formal statement or ranting in a heated live stream, he took a different approach. In a move that surprised some and amused others, Jones posted a video of himself practicing martial arts style movements, referring to himself playfully as Kung Fu Jim. The message wasn't explicitly defensive. Instead, it carried a tone that suggested he wasn't rattled. For some observers, the post was clever. By leaning into humor, Jones reframed the narrative. Instead of appearing embarrassed, he appeared unbothered. It was a subtle but strategic shift, transforming a potentially humiliating moment into content he could control. But critics weren't convinced. Some argued that the playful response avoided addressing the actual question. Was he really evicted? Was there a dispute over payment, behavior, or something else entirely? Without clarity, the internet continued speculating. And speculation is fuel in an ongoing rivalry. The relationship between Jim Jones and 50 Cent has long been layered. While not always directly at odds, both artists represent different eras and philosophies within New York hip-hop. 50 Cent built an empire through aggressive branding, business savvy, and public callouts. Jones, coming from the Dipset movement, built his name through loyalty, hustle culture, and street-rooted authenticity when two strong personalities occupy overlapping spaces in the same city. Friction isn't surprising. 50 Cent's online persona plays a major role in moments like this. Over the years, he's made headlines for publicly clowning fellow artists, actors, and even business executives. Often, his posts blur the line between playful ribbing and calculated humiliation. Supporters call it marketing genius. Critics call it unnecessary provocation. Either way, it works. The eviction footage, real, exaggerated, or misunderstood, became another piece of content in 50's arsenal. And by reposting it, he amplified its reach exponentially. What might have remained a minor backstage disagreement became national hip-hop news. Meanwhile, Jim Jones' camp has reportedly suggested that the situation was mischaracterized, according to sources close to him. The interaction in the video was part of a disagreement over logistics and timing, not an eviction in the traditional sense. Some insiders even hinted that the clip was selectively edited. If that's true, wouldn't be the first time context was lost in the age of viral snippets. Short clips rarely tell full stories. A few seconds of tension can overshadow hours of normal interaction. But in today's media cycle, nuance often loses to virality. Fans have also pointed out that podcast spaces, especially independent ones, can experience chaotic production environments. Scheduling conflicts, payment misunderstandings, and creative disagreements aren't uncommon. Without a full recording, it's impossible to know what led up to the moment captured on camera. Still, perception matters more than explanations once memes take over. The larger question now isn't just about what happened in that studio. It's about what happens next. Will 50 Cent continue to escalate the trolling? Will Jim Jones respond more directly? Or will both artists move on, letting the moment fade into the endless stream of internet drama? Historically, 50 Cent tends to double down when he senses engagement. If the comments keep pouring in and the shares keep climbing, he's unlikely to stop. For him, controversy equals visibility, and visibility equals leverage. Jim Jones, on the other hand, appears to be playing the long game. By refusing to appear shaken, he protects his image. In hip-hop, appearing emotionally rattled can sometimes do more damage than the original incident itself. There's also the business side to consider. Both men have ventures beyond music. Brand partnerships, streaming deals, and media projects all rely on public perception. While controversy can boost engagement, it can also raise questions among potential collaborators. At its core, this situation reflects a broader truth about modern hip-hop culture. Artists are no longer just musicians. They're content creators in a 24/7 media cycle. Every disagreement, every awkward exchange, every clip can become a headline within minutes, and in that environment, control of the narrative is everything. Jim Jones' martial arts-themed response suggests he understands that reality. Instead of issuing a defensive statement, he offered something visually distracting and meme-friendly. In doing so, he shifted part of the conversation from eviction embarrassment to Jim Jones clapping back creatively. Whether that strategy fully neutralizes 50 Cent's trolling remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, this isn't just about a podcast studio. It's about ego, legacy, and the ever-evolving power of social media in shaping hip-hop rivalries. And if history tells us anything, when 50 Cent is involved, the last word rarely comes quickly, as the dust began to settle from the viral clip. The conversation surrounding Jim Jones and 50 Cent quickly evolved. What initially seemed like a simple backstage disagreement had ballooned into a full-blown online spectacle, with fans, media outlets, and fellow artists weighing in on the controversy. Social media timelines were flooded with opinions, some supportive of Jones, others gleefully siding with 50 Cent, and a fair number just enjoying the drama as entertainment. One of the most striking aspects of the situation is how quickly public perception formed. Within hours of the clip being shared, hashtags related to the alleged eviction began trending on Twitter and Instagram. Memes proliferated, often exaggerating the moment for comedic effect. Some portrayed Jones dramatically being kicked out like a movie scene, while others edited 50 Cent's face into the clip to emphasize his trolling. The virality of the footage demonstrates the sheer power of social media in shaping narratives, often faster than facts can catch up. Jim Jones' response, while humorous, also sparked conversation about modern methods of managing personal image in the age of instant viral content. His martial arts-themed video, complete with exaggerated fighting moves and playful captions, seemed to intentionally shift the narrative. By leaning into humor rather than confrontation, Jones avoided giving 50 Cent the satisfaction of a heated public feud while simultaneously keeping himself in the conversation. It was a calculated move that highlighted his understanding of digital culture and the importance of narrative control in today's entertainment landscape. But not everyone was impressed. Some critics argued that Jones' response, while entertaining, sidestepped the central issue, the alleged eviction. They questioned whether humor alone was enough to maintain credibility or whether it risked making him appear dismissive. In a world where public perception can influence business deals, collaborations, and legacy, critics emphasized that addressing the core of the incident might have been more effective. Meanwhile, 50 Cent continued to leverage his social media presence to amplify the story. His followers, already accustomed to his style, offer vacations, eagerly engaged with the content generating. Millions of views and shares. For 50, the situation was not merely about trolling another artist. It was a lesson in influence, demonstrating how a single post could dominate conversations across multiple platforms. The episode reinforced his reputation as someone who understands not only the music industry, but also the dynamics of online attention and personal branding. Beyond the personal rivalry, the incident sheds light on broader trends in the entertainment industry. Artists today are constantly navigating the intersection of creativity, personal branding, and social media scrutiny. A private disagreement or minor mishap can escalate into a headline overnight, requiring careful management and strategic responses. Jim Jones' approach exemplifies one method of addressing such moments, using creativity and humor to diffuse tension while keeping fans engaged and maintaining a public persona. The feud also highlights generational and stylistic differences between the two rappers. 50 Cent rose to fame in the early 2000s with a combination of aggressive marketing, sharp business instincts, and street-savvy storytelling. His approach often involves taking advantage of media cycles, controlling narratives, and using social media to reinforce his image as both a successful entrepreneur and a fearless provocateur. Jim Jones, on the other hand, comes from the Dipset movement, which values loyalty, community, and authenticity. While he is no stranger to controversy, his strategy often involves balancing street credibility with the need to protect his brand and relationships. Fans have speculated endlessly about the details of the alleged eviction, questioning whether it was staged, exaggerated, or genuine. Some claim that the studio incident arose from a simple misunderstanding over scheduling or studio access. Others suggested that miscommunication and heightened emotions might have escalated a minor disagreement into a viral spectacle. Regardless of the truth, the way the footage was presented and amplified shows how context can easily be lost in the fast-moving digital environment. The incident also invites discussion about the role of humor in celebrity culture. Jones' playful video can be seen as a form of digital self-defense, using levity to counter embarrassment and reclaim narrative control. In doing so, he engages fans directly, transforming a potentially negative story into a conversation piece that reinforces his personality and creativity. Humor, in this context, becomes both a shield and a weapon, allowing an artist to respond without escalating conflict unnecessarily. Meanwhile, the dialogue among fans has been fascinating. Social media users have taken sides, debated the merits of the footage, and speculated on future interactions between the two rappers. Some have suggested that the feud could evolve into collaborative content, a common trend in hip-hop, where controversy often leads to music, appearances, or joint media projects. Others warn that prolonged tension could harm both parties' reputations or distract from ongoing business ventures. Either way, the incident demonstrates the participatory nature of online fan communities and how they shape the trajectory of celebrity narratives. The ripple effects of the clip have also been felt across the broader hip-hop community. Fellow artists and industry insiders have weighed in, offering opinions ranging from supportive to critical. Some applaud Jones' approach, seeing it as savvy and strategic. Others note the relentless nature of 50 Cent's provocations, suggesting that artists must remain vigilant in protecting both their reputations and their mental well-being. In this sense, the situation serves as a cautionary tale for emerging artists navigating the intersection of public image, online drama, and media scrutiny. Ultimately, the episode underscores the evolving dynamics of celebrity in the digital era. A single clip, captured in a moment of tension, can ignite debates, dominate headlines, and influence how artists are perceived. Social media amplifies these moments, ensuring that even minor incidents become part of the larger cultural conversation. For Jim Jones, responding with humor and creativity demonstrates an awareness of these dynamics, while 50 Cent's amplification of the clip illustrates the enduring power of provocative content. The story is far from over, as fans continue to dissect the clip, share memes, and debate context. Both artists remain central figures in the conversation. Whether the feud escalates, remains playful, or eventually fades into the background, it has already left a mark on hip-hop's digital landscape. For now, Jim Jones' clever, humorous response serves as a reminder that in the age of social media, controlling your narrative is just as important as the music itself. The incident may have started as a viral clip, but it has evolved into a case study in strategy, perception, and the ever-shifting landscape of modern celebrity culture as the saga between Jim Jones and 50 Cent continues to unfold. One thing has become clear in today's social media-driven culture. Perception often carries as much weight as reality. What began as a brief clip allegedly showing Jones being escorted out of a podcast studio has transformed into a multi-layered discussion about reputation, influence, and digital strategy in hip-hop. Following Jones' martial arts-themed response, reactions have been mixed. Supporters have praised his ability to turn a potentially embarrassing moment into a humorous, engaging post by reframing the incident with creativity and levity. Jones avoided escalating tensions unnecessarily while maintaining visibility in the ongoing narrative. Humor, in this case, operates as both a shield and a statement, signaling that he is unbothered and capable of handling himself, even under scrutiny. Critics, however, argue that humor alone may not fully address the allegations implied by the leaked footage. Questions remain about what truly occurred in the studio. Was there an actual eviction, a logistical misunderstanding, or simply exaggerated drama? The lack of clarity leaves room for speculation, fueling continued engagement from fans and media outlets alike. In the world of viral content, unanswered questions often prolong a story's life far beyond the original event. 50 Cent, meanwhile, has reinforced his role as a provocateur by sharing the footage with his large online following. He demonstrated an acute understanding of how to leverage public interest to amplify engagement. His strategy relies on a combination of timing, tone, and reach, posting content that is provocative enough to spark conversation but ambiguous enough to keep people guessing. It's a formula he has perfected over the years, making him a dominant presence in both the music and social media landscapes. The incident also highlights the generational and stylistic contrast between the two artists. 50 Cent embodies the era of aggressive self-promotion, public feuds, and viral marketing as a form of power. Jim Jones, while equally experienced, comes from a background where loyalty and street credibility are emphasized, and where reactions are often measured to maintain respect. Their differing approaches underscore why the same situation can generate such divergent strategies and outcomes beyond personal rivalries. The episode underscores a broader reality for contemporary artists. The interplay between content, image, and audience perception has never been more critical. Every video clip, post, or meme can redefine a narrative in minutes. Artists are no longer just creators of music. They are curators of their public persona, navigating the fine line between authenticity, entertainment, and brand preservation. Fans, too, play a vital role in shaping these narratives. Through comments, shares, and memes, audiences effectively co-author the story. In this case, some have sided firmly with 50 Cent, viewing the footage as an embarrassing moment for Jones. Others have rallied behind Jones, applauding his creative response and dismissing the video as misleading or exaggerated. These divergent reactions fuel the ongoing visibility of the incident, ensuring it remains a topic of conversation well beyond its initial release. Industry insiders have also taken notice. Many recognize that such moments, while viral in nature, can have real-world implications for collaborations, sponsorships, and public image. For artists balancing multiple ventures, managing the perception of professionalism and composure is crucial. Jones' playful response demonstrates one method of mitigating reputational risk while staying culturally relevant. Ultimately, the feud highlights the evolving dynamics of celebrity in the digital age. A single clip, whether staged, exaggerated, or entirely accurate, can ignite debate, dominate timelines, and shape public perception almost instantaneously. Jim Jones' response shows that humor and creativity can serve as powerful tools for reclaiming narrative control. 50 Cent's amplification, meanwhile, demonstrates the enduring power of provocation and timing in maintaining relevance and influence as this story continues to circulate online. Both artists remain central figures in the conversation. Fans, media,